stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a couple of cards from the Prisma Visions Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading, so if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So the first message that's coming through is if it has to do with, like, if you hear talking in the background, don't mind it, it's just a video playing. I also just saw 122, change starts with you. The message with that video playing in the background is there could be something here about a little bit of background noise that you need to address, or like something that is a little bit of a distraction that you need to address. It's interesting. I just got a notification about a tornado watch. So there could be something here about, like for me, tornadoes are symbolic of a very destructive time, but like in a beautiful way, because I think, tornadoes, even though they're terrifying, they're also really interesting and can be beautiful in a way. I just saw 222. It's a message about balance and releasing things that no longer serve you. Let's see what your first card is. 234. Trust that everything happens for a reason. For whoever needed to hear that. Interesting. So we have the Judgment card with the crown chakra and the number 20. I thought that was interesting because I saw this card at the bottom of the deck and I intentionally ignored it so that way I could focus on what I was saying. But it's very clear that the universe and your spirit guides want to talk about your judgment, the decisions that you make, how clearly you're seeing things. Your judgment could be distorted by not seeing yourself and your strength for what they truly are. Trying to think for a second. The crown chakra is a message for me that you could be receiving downloads or messages or signs, synchronicities from the universe and your spirit guides, and you really need to pay attention here. There's also a sense of mystery here, and like some sort of opportunity is luring you in, and I feel like the message with that is, allow yourself to enjoy the mystery. There's some sort of journey here, and it has something to do with the unknown, and you finding more comfort in that and outside of your comfort zone. Healing is definitely what you need to be focused on, releasing things that no longer serve you, both, mentally, emotionally, and materially. You're being called to let go of things for a reason, because I feel like it's about making room for more and for what you actually deserve. I just saw 444, especially when it comes to your stability, your security, your job, your money, your home life. It definitely feels like there's an energy of rearranging here or shifting in some way, in a powerful way, related to your sense of stability and security. And it doesn't even have to be about money or anything material. Your sense of security and stability mentally, emotionally, and spiritually even. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's see what your next card is. We have the Hermit with a third eye, and I believe Virgo. This also has the number 9 on it. I just got a message about the number 10, so just the universe and your spirit guides letting you know that they are there with you, and they want to support you, and they want to communicate with you and help make this journey easier or more manageable in some way. With the Hermit here, they really want to help you when it comes to rest and really processing how you feel. Now is definitely not the time to be hard on yourself, to have unrealistic expectations of yourself. That might be kind of like a problem area, expecting too much of yourself, and you need to take a deeper look at that and heal from whatever that expects more from you than you deserve. The third eye is a message to really, really trust yourself, to believe in yourself. And I also feel that there's something here about strengthening your intuition and your inner voice through healing. It definitely does feel like there is some darkness here clouding your judgment, and that's interesting with the Hermit energy here, because this picture is kind of, I wanted to say shrouded, but like there's definitely a sense of darkness like consuming this picture, I guess is the best way I can explain it. But know that you are a light and you have the power to illuminate the way forward for yourself. You are definitely much stronger than you give yourself credit for, because there's a lot of strength in trusting that everything happens for a reason, and choosing to move forward and choosing to pay more attention to the good in life, but also not be attached to it, you know? I'm going to wrap up this reading with a deck big enough to shuffle from this box of cards that I have. I'm going to shuffle out a couple of these. Okay, I'm feeling one of these cards here. Okay, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. I'm moving on from the past and I'm healing. What did I say? For anyone who had doubts here about this being about healing, this is confirmation that that is definitely what this reading is about. This is a very strong confirmation that you need to be focused on finding closure, moving on, and healing from the past, so that way you can stay present and have control over the future. You have more control than you think you do. There could be things in your life, like the number 3 is significant, or variables of 3, like 3, 6, 9. Those could also be significant numbers for you. Let's see what your last card is. We have the Devil with the number 15. Material does not bring happiness. Take care of your physical and mental health. Long-term happiness equals more fulfillment. Definitely, like, not only do you deserve to be happy in the moment, you also deserve to be happy in the long run. You deserve to be happy long-term just as much as you deserve to be happy short-term, and it's possible to have both. I think unrealistic expectations being put on you has kind of pushed you to have unrealistic expectations on the universe, or what to expect from life. Trust that you are where you're meant to be. The universe and your spirit guides are really trying to show you something and trying to communicate something to you. There's more light that they want you to embrace. And there's also darkness here that the universe wants you to embrace as well. I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling something here about how, like, the light being associated with the known, what we know, and the dark being associated with the unknown, what we don't know. There's definitely something here about illuminating something. illuminating some sort of truth. And with this truth, especially with seeing the number 122, you are going to be guided to do something powerful with this truth. But also, don't be afraid of your own power. You will know what to do when you need to do it, and you'll never end up where you're not ready to be, as long as you never push yourself to be where you're not ready to be. Don't push yourself. Allow yourself to, it's like a balance, because you have to be firm with yourself, but you also have to balance that out with being kind to yourself. So know when it's time to be patient with yourself and when it's time to push yourself, for sure. But in general, I am feeling this message specifically for not pushing yourself. Like, move at your own pace. Allow yourself to heal in the way that you're meant to. Allow these changes to happen in the way that they're meant to. I also just saw 1111. Your dreams and your wishes, everything you want from life, is possible for you. Even if you want to be president. Anything is possible. It's just our minds that really limit us, and we kind of gaslight ourselves. Because just because certain things not going our way doesn't mean things can never ever go our way. There is an attachment here that you need to be focused on being released. It could be like an internal attachment that's manifesting as some sort of attachment outside of you, whether it's another person, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. If you're struggling to let go of something outside of you, that person or that habit, it's much deeper than the surface, and you need to look really deep within yourself for the answers. You need closure, so pay attention to your thoughts and how you feel, because when you feel those uncomfortable feelings, that sadness, that anger, that's a call for you to look inward and see what your inner world wants to show you. So that way, your inner world manifests itself. I don't know. There's definitely something here about being true to yourself and hiding parts of yourself that you don't need to hide and that you don't deserve to hide. Find more comfort. If you're more like an emotional kind of person, just like with anything in life, it's not only a bad thing. There's also good to it, definitely, especially when it comes to spiritual things. I feel like this could be someone who has a lot of potential to grow spiritually and to attract things, nice things. You just really need to be patient with this process and trust that it is going to pay off. Be yourself, be honest, be kind to yourself, and trust that it's going to pay off. Really pay attention to the messages and the signs that you are seeing. I also just saw 333, so there's definitely something here, what I was just saying about like expressing yourself and really growing as a person through learning how to express yourself and it expanding in a way that reflects who you truly are. There's some pretty deep messages, but that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd really, really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really does mean a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.